This car is completely full. Here is the celery. As you can see, it's getting a little bit tight here in these pots, so I think it's time to plant them now. I just have to harden them off a little bit. I also transported the corn, and as you can see, there's just a lot of stuff here. The asparagus, water, clothes, rain jackets, which we're gonna need because it's raining. And I already put the corn here. This is also getting very tight in those cells. We just came here with Dad, and it's raining and it's cold, and we got very muddy driving up the road. It's only 46 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 8 degrees Celsius. Hopefully the weather will turn. The rhubarb is growing here. That is awesome, because last year it was all eaten. I'm sure there will be something eating it this year as well. But at least the roots have survived. I wonder what to do with all these tree stumps. Maybe I have to clean up there in the barn so I can put some of the wood there to dry. As you can see, everything is already growing high up. The weeds growing fast here around the house. I can't believe how fast everything grows here. All this came in 1 week. Less than a week. You can see why I need so much mulch here everywhere. The radishes have started growing here. But is there something here as well? This was the Swiss chard. And the kale, yes, there is something growing there as well. Very tiny still. And here too, I think spinach. Oh, and here you can see it's growing nicely. And here is the dill coming out. So very good, it has been enough water. I will still have to weed something. You can see it has grown some of the quack grass. And here as well, this, is it called horse's tail? I'm not sure what they are called, but these grow also a lot here. Look at that, how much grass is growing there. And weeds, I don't even know how I can plant the corn there. These are my broccoli seedlings. I put them to grow without the grow light, so they became quite spindly and dangly. And but now I put them under the grow light, so they have become a little stronger. But they don't look the best anyway. And usually the fleas will eat them anyway, so it's very difficult to battle against them. I have some more windows here that I hoarded from a neighbor. So I take it here. Not that I'm gonna need it in a while at least, but maybe it can be handy to have some. And I have some plants that I got from the neighbor here, and this one. Let's put it inside the barn. It's very cold inside as well. I put on the heating and maybe it went up like 1 degree, but it's like 13 inside, 12 Celsius now. Dad is out there looking at the mechanism of the windmill. I think he wants to fix one part of it. There's this bolt that has rusted there, so it's not easy to remove. So I guess he's trying to figure out how he can repair it. Dad has prepared some food for us. I think this is a lentil and chicken stew with peas and zucchini and carrots and onions and maybe garlic. So I'm gonna just heat it up there in the microwave. We can eat our lunch now because it's just so rainy outside. We have 2 packs of this, so we will have this for many days. Now we'll just heat it up. It smells good already.
Tiene chorizo, tiene lanto, tiene porcana.
Lanto también.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dad put some chorizo here as well. It's good. Tasty.
Very good taste. It's made by master chef.
Yes, Dad is the master chef. For once I wanted to continue where I actually left last time. So I will try to get this tarp again away from here. Dad can maybe cut the branches of the new trees. The reason I think this was a compost is because the soil is extremely good here. It's just very nice. Lot of worms. But I still have to go through and see that there's no plastic here. Look at these nettles, mostly nettles. I'm not gonna bore you with another digging video, so I will just do this off camera. But I just had to show you this big piece that I got. This was a real big chunk. These are gonna be the short sides of the garden bed that we made previously with Dad. This was just simple with 2 planks, and there is the one that we made previously. Look, it's a little bit more sunny now. It was raining the whole day. As I imagined, it looks huge now because the garden beds are getting smaller and smaller every year. But this is actually the real measurement that I measured. So it's 3 meters by 110 centimeters this side. It looks pretty good. I think we just need a lot more soil. And now the other ones look quite crappy. But it doesn't matter really, as long as I get some vegetables. It started raining again. Look at those dark clouds. I really wanted to sort out this woodshed a little bit so that we can get more stuff in a nicer way. We can get the wood here to dry. Because now I just threw stuff through the window. This is the whole aviary. And there's a lot of parts here that would be nice to go through and then just pile up some of this wood here. So a little bit nicer. So maybe this is something we can do now that the weather is not that good. Some of this wood is very hard, so difficult to cut it. Very difficult to chop it. We started clearing here a little bit in the woodshed. As you can see there, the pile on the floor. I'm stacking it there. Dad is cutting some bigger pieces, and I'm throwing them from there. And I haven't still hit the ground, the floor, because there's just so much. This is how the ground looks, so I'm still standing on top of the wood. I haven't hit the floor yet. There's a lot of old pine trees and other stuff as well. Huge pieces. So we need to chop that. And those are a little dry, like pieces of wood. I just put them there for now in that chicken coop. Looks like the weather is getting nicer again. It stopped raining and the sun came out. But I still want to work here inside a little bit longer. It is already 8 in the evening or so, and I feel like I haven't done anything today, but we have been working constantly since we came. So I don't know where the time goes. It feels like the time flies so fast when we are in Siskola. But we managed to do a little dent there at least. Almost the floor is visible now. And there's a little more wood now here. Chopped wood. Those are all bizarre shaped wood pieces. But you can still burn them. There's no problem with that. We were digging here for almost an hour with Dad, both of us. And we found that this tarp still continues in this direction as well. Also here, it continues here as well. All under that pile of branches. But as you can see, we removed quite a lot. And even here under this root pile, there is some tarp sticking out from the ground. But this is a huge area. They must have had enormous compost heap here with this tarp underneath. But we did a lot. But you cannot do this so much at the time. Just a little at the time. It's very hard work. And now it's already past 9. The sun is setting soon, so we will go inside and have some evening food. I will take these bags of tarp and plastic pieces to the tractor shed so we can take it to the dump later. After such a rainy day, the evening turned out really nice. So we got some sun and the birds are singing and it's very lovely here. I've noticed that the freezer is not working anymore, but I didn't notice that actually the fridge is not working because it still has the lights on. So now we measured and it's not like cold enough. So we need to get another fridge. It's really important. It's just so cold inside that you cannot really tell that the fridge is not cold. So now we're gonna go to Forsa and see if we can find another fridge here. It's very cold here in this kitchen. So it's very hard to tell if it's on or off the fridge. Look, this is the new fridge/freezer that we got. And now we're gonna get some soil for the garden. We just filled up with a little bit of soil here. Now we're gonna go back to Siskola to get something done today. Here is the new fridge. It looks almost the same. It is exactly the same size, the new fridge. Look how new and shiny it is. Ooh, I'm really happy about this huge cardboard. I can use it in the garden. All these dandelions have come up now in one day. Look. They look really pretty. And now the bees will have something to snack on. I will continue here trying to make some way to plant the stuff that I need to get into the ground, like the corn, the beetroot, and the celery. It's starting to look really wild already here. That cleared up here a little bit so we can put the corn, and there is the garden bed now, but there is still a lot of work to do. So we will continue here off camera. My plan was to plant the peppers here, but I think I'm gonna put these asparagus plants. I have no idea how many to put here, but I will just wing it. Usually the asparagus are planted with some kind of crowns, which is like the root, but I planted these from the seeds. So I really don't know how to do this. And I have quite many. I think I will just spread them out here and forget about them for a couple of years. I used a trimmer for the first time this year, just to get a better view where to put everything. It just grows very fast here. We gathered everything that we cut. I wonder if I can use this as mulch, or will it spread the couch grass. Here we're gonna put one more garden bed because there's still one left here next to the strawberries. Dad is bringing in the last garden bed. I was thinking if we put it a little lower that way, then we can still plant something else there, maybe some bushes or a tree. An apple tree would be nice, or some pear tree or something. Okay. Yucky. This corn has dried up quite a lot in the cell, so hopefully it's not too late to plant them. We are putting water inside the holes just to drench the roots because they are really dry. And I put some chicken manure here so it gets a lot of nitrogen. I didn't check the spacing that much, I just put it randomly here. Hopefully it's good.
I huevo.
Yes, I put a lot of cardboards here where it's difficult to cut the grass. These are the blueberry bushes. And now I will fill some acidic soil inside that I got today. So hopefully they will thrive a little better. They're so tiny still. Dad is a workhorse. He's bringing the acidic soil now. My almost 83-year-old dad, working hard. Now these circles are a little more filled. Perhaps that is enough of soil. Dad, are you tired? We've been working very hard today. But it's looking very good. See you again. Bye bye.